So we know this guy doesn't have flash. And we can try to push mid here. Auto attack first skill, auto attack first skill, auto attack first skill. Hello guys, this is Hoon again. We're back with another tutorial video. Today we're gonna play one of my favorite recently, Riven. Riven's a really strong and the meta champion right now, especially mid lane, and it's also one of my favorite. Am I blind? Oh, there you go.
What is broken can be repaired.
Okay, so Riven, a lot of people think that Riven might be just top or jungle champion, but with this current meta in Wild Rift, Riven is also really great mid laner. Because current meta in mid lane focuses on more on the side lane push, side lane prio, or early game mid prio, which Riven can offer against most of the champions. The passive is really simple. Every time you use a skill, you get a stack, and then your next auto attack is gonna be extra damage, and then it works on the top turrets, jungle creeps. So this is like a really important, simple but important skill, and you can charge up to 3 times. And then first skill is really important, the most important skill of the Riven. She can use first skill 3 times in one cycle, right? And first time she uses, she just slashes and then dash to the direction that you want. Second is also the same, another slash. But third one, when you use it third time, you dash and then you knock up enemies in the way. Knocks up nearby enemies for 0.5 seconds. Yeah. So this is really one of the key skills of Riven. Second skill is just circle around you. You make a circle around you and then stuns everyone in that area, which is also a really good skill. Third skill is a dash in the direction and you get a shield for 2 seconds. But you cannot jump over the walls and stuff with this skill. Ultimate is for 12 seconds you gain extra damage, extra range of the auto attack, and then it allows you to use the second phase of the ultimate, which is a shockwave. You launch a shockwave, deals damage in front of that shockwave, and then it does more damage if enemies' health is missing. So yeah, pretty much that's the skills of Riven. Difficulty is it says 2 levels difficulty, but yeah, I don't think it's that difficult. For Riven, for the item build, there are many builds. Like Riven can be really flexible with builds, right? The one build that if you tell me what I'm gonna use for tournaments or like very important situation, like one specific build for the best scenario, I'll say Black Cleaver, and then either Divine Thunder or Death Dance. Like you can swap the positions of these 2 items situationally. If they're like heavy AD damage based champions on the enemy side, then I would recommend Death Dance because it's so OP against the AD heroes. But if not, if it's just a regular situation, you're against like mage in mid lane, something like that, then Divine Thunder is always a good item for second item. Gives tankiness, damage, just all around like a good item. And then I'll rush Death Dance, which is almost the same every situation. I build this item, and then Sterak and Guardian's Angel, so for extra defense. For boots, I recommend any boots. If it's heavy like CC based, you can also go Mercury's, and then I recommend Zonia, of course. Or Pro Belt if you're like destroying everyone, or if you're side laning, then Teleport's also good boots. But yeah, that's pretty much for the build. Runes, I recommend Conqueror. I don't think anything else is better. Conqueror's always the same for Riven to like. With the recent buff of the Brutal is really strong. So I recommend going Brutal, or Sudden Impact is also good, I think, for Riven, because she has so many dashing skills. Yeah, it's either Triumph or Sudden Impact or Brutal, situationally. For the second one, I recommend Hunter Titan, or if it's like a poking champion on the enemy side, Second Wind is also good. If you're against like Irelia, Yasuo, stuff like that, that is like you're gonna be fighting a lot, bone plating is also good. the recent patch. Third, Sweet Tooth or Pathfinder, which is also a really interesting rune now after the patch. I usually just go Hunter Genius for the extra cooldown reduction. Spells almost the same every game, Ignite and Flash, or Barrier. Barrier is also a good spell, but usually I just go Ignite to dominate the lane because Riven is really strong early game. So let's try in the real game. There you go. Oh, I'm on the 7 win streak. Oh, this guy's challenger. So Riven's really great against like melee champions in mid lane, right? But seems like I'm against Lucian, which is a hard counter to me. In that situation, I'll probably go second lane, right? Like we talked about, and I'll probably go Pathfinder this game, just to try to roam around a lot, rather than staying in lane. Okay, for Brand, it's kind of similar to Lucian, which is but less aggressive, I guess, in terms of lane you face. So against champions that are long range, I recommend starting Ruby Crystal.
What conflict awaits?
So you can sustain a lot in the, you can sustain the lane without getting poked too much. And first skill is also always our first skill. That's good, unless you want to go third skill and then
Burdens of
just
the
getting hit
past.
by minions a lot. And we started Ruby Crystal, so it didn't hurt us that much. It was a good trade. Now it's gonna get level 2 off of that minion. Just need to be careful.
Unnecessary strike.
Like with the third skill and the first skill dash, you can like gap close really quick, right? That's how you want to play the lane. Just like that, you know how there's a yellow bar under my HP? That's the stack. Each time you use a skill, you get a yellow bar. And once you do the auto attack or wait it out, the bar disappears. Those bars very important because it gives extra damage on the auto attack, and then you want to utilize that
My hands
each time you use a skill. So we know this guy doesn't have flash, and he can die, right? So I'm about to go.
You have been slain.
I think that's fine. Just like that, the ultimate, you want to use it before you use your combos because it increases your damage. And then you want to use the second phase of the ultimate at the last time to finish off because it gives more damage when enemy HP is low. This is a good lane for me because it got pushed. I want to just deny him a little on this tank. Now he's probably has his flash up. I'm so tanky right now, so I can just like trade like that. He has nowhere to heal because of my runes. Yeah, we just push this lane here. And the passive also works with the structure. So you can auto attack, first skill, auto attack, first skill, auto attack, first skill, like that. Maximize the damage. And you can try to push mid here. Auto attack, first skill, auto attack, first skill, auto attack, first skill. It skips the auto attack animation every time you use the first skill, so.
Unnecessary stress.
I think the second item,
On my way.
we just rush, yeah, Divine Thunder, because we're against Brand, which is not really an AD damage. Around mid-late game, you might want to swap with your ADC bot lane, and then go side lane. Focus more on side lane. Let's kill this guy. He just a little slow in the lane. So now let's just push and rotate. Now there's a feedback going on here. Riven's really shiny. Riven really shiny here. Go for the back line. There you go.
Slain the Rift Herald.
Wiped. You want to use first skill,
Turret
like
destroyed.
another first skill, and then this is a combo. Like this.
Cannot go unpunished.
Enemy slain. Legendary.
It's chaos like that.
An enemy
But anyways,
turret
we got their jungle. Just like that, like they cannot run away from me because Riven is so mobile.
They crossed the line.
And now we got their jungle and
Choose your
top.
own path.
They're gonna do Baron. At this time, I'll just keep pushing to pressure the other side of the Baron now. So they're forced to defend me. Good thing our jungle is
enemy. Attack this champion.
There's no other.
oh.
Been slain.
Okay, I got baited. But at this time, the way we play macro game here, getting Baron and all that, just
Attack the
the game is
nexus.
already won.
Legend.
So I mean, there was some accident
Victory.
happened during the game, but that's fine. I hope you guys watch closely how I play my lane in the laning phase. Against ranged champions, you don't have to be scared, but just because you're melee or they're ranged, make them overstep, make them be not in the right position, right? Because they're trying to like hit you because you're melee. They're trying to like poke you. You gotta utilize that moment to use your skills, first skill and third skill usually, to like close the gap between your enemy and you, like quickly, and then just hit them hard. Then they don't know how to react during that. So that's how you want to play the laning phase. And then around mid game, you wanna just push the lane faster than your enemy, and then roam around using your mobility. And then swap lane with your bot lane possibly, and then just keep playing side lane most likely. And then you're gonna use your skills to dodge ganks, because you got like 5 dash skills, and then you're gonna push, dodge the gank, get their lane prio, and then rotate, take their jungle, and that's how you play Riven. Okay, that's it for the Riven tutorial that we have today. I hope you guys liked it. It's a really strong champion, so I wish you guys to use this champion in rank and then rank up after watching this tutorial. We'll come back with another tutorial video very soon. So if you liked the video, please hit the like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.